Guy here with another great repair video for you. Today we're going to repair the fill valve in this toilet. As you can hear, it's slowly filling, but this is taking excruciatingly long. You could flush it out, but this has been a problem for a while, and the toilet's kind of old anyway, so we're going to replace it with this Fluidmaster Performax toilet fill valve. It's pretty simple. It's not hard. You don't really need to hire a plumber unless you have an issue doing your own work. So any fill valve you work with is probably going to come with its own directions. We'll use these, but I'm going to show you just what the steps are so that way you can see what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the water supply off, which is this thing right here. Righty-tighty. When you hear the water stop running and you close it all the way, that is turning off the water. Second step, get all the water that's in the bowl out. You're going to flush the toilet, and it's going to hopefully go down the toilet. Carefully take the lid off your toilet. It's porcelain, it can crack, so be careful. And as you can see, I still have water there, so I'm just gonna pull up on the handle here until we get as much of it down as we can get. That's a nice mouth that was there. And then when we take the fill valve out, whatever water is left can come out. So we either get a bucket or you get a sponge or a towel or something and you get the rest of the water out. So on this one, kind of lifts out. There's a nut underneath too, so we have to turn that to get it off. And this is the nut that's underneath right here. And we just twisted it off of that. So that's how we get it out of the hole. You see that the hole's right there. Here's our new fill valve. It has a little washer on the bottom. But the thing that we want to focus on is the top of the cap. This top right here should be about 3 inches above the overflow pipe in the middle of the toilet. So that's the overflow pipe. This is where the valve's going to go in the hole. That rubber gasket's to seal it from the inside. And that rubber hose that's on the overflow pipe, that's from the old one. So we're going to end up pulling that off. Or we can reuse it, but I'm probably just going to use the new part. And this cap is supposed to be about 3 inches up from the overflow valve, which it looks like it's about that. I'm gonna measure it with measuring tape just to make sure, but it looks about 3 inches right now. Now I measured that, and that is 3 inches. If you had to adjust it, you would turn this black pipe right here on top of the rubber washer, if you will. You turn that to the left, and this would go up higher. But this came pretty well ready to go, and it is 3 inches above the overflow. All right, this does come with a refill clip. But we're not going to need it because we already have this part here. So we're just going to connect this right where it went before. And that will fill it back up. But if you don't have that, you'll have to use this clip just to clip onto the overflow pipe. And then you plug it in there. And now that we have the overflow fill valve there, we're going to push this down. And we're going to use the included lock nut right there, that white one. And we're going to just basically screw it down to the toilet. And that rubber gasket on the bottom is what's going to make it not leak out of the toilet. So I have my lock nut right here, and we're going for the fill valve, which is this black piece right here. Not worry about the water supply so much. We want to just get this on the toilet. So we're going to do it by hand. It's only plastic, and we're turning it lefty-loosey. It's reverse of what a screwdriver is. I'm going to tighten it by hand because it's just plastic. And don't go all to town on this, but it locks the fill valve to the toilet. Hand tighten. All right, and I think that's going to be good. We'll double check that obviously when we fill it with water. And the next step is to install the water supply, which is going to be tightly flushed against this. And then we're going to use that cap that we had there before, and we're going to tighten that on. Remember to do it by hand again, because you don't want to break anything. Don't strip any threads. There you go. This one is going that way to go on the fill valve, but you have to make that hand tighten too, and a good amount, so that way the rubber washer on the inside for the water supply line goes in there. Now, do have a towel ready because we're going to turn the water on. And we're going to test it to make sure that everything is connected. If anything leaks, be ready to close the water valve. So here we go. I don't see any leaks here. There's a little residual leak, but that's from turning it off and on. We'll keep an eye on it. And remember that you're going to turn the water off if you have any problems. Again, it's a washer, so you want to make sure you tighten it enough. This is full flow. Nothing's going all over the place. Have a towel ready. And we're good. And you see what it looks like. It'd spurt out water if you didn't have it on there tight enough. If you notice, it's filling down the overflow pipe. On the old one, this wasn't working. So this could have been clogged, but like I said, it wasn't coming out of here. I took the rubber tube off, and it wasn't having water come out of there. It was coming out of the top here. So there's definitely something clogged on the inside. Sometimes you can take them off the top there, put a cup over it, and clean it out, but it's old and it was worth fixing, so that's why we did it. So that's how it's filling, and then we're gonna have to adjust the whole thing here. It did come self-adjusted, and they said this is the most common setting, so we're gonna see where it fills, and then we'll go from there. Because this is your float, and as it goes up, it stops when the float gets to a certain level. Here's tank water, and this is gonna be the bowl water. We're gonna look at the tank water, so we're gonna lift the seat up and see how much is in there, and also make sure it flushes right. Now I will say that my water fill valve, it was leaking a little bit from there. So I took my tool here and I just tightened it up just a little bit. We're not going nuts on it. Just tightening it enough. And if it's a real big problem, you'll turn the water off and you replace this. So I have to use 2 hands to this, but just tighten up this nut till it doesn't leak there. It's not leaking up here, so I know it's good up here, but down here it seems to be leaking, and it could be because I moved the pipe around a little bit, so it's got to just reseat the washer in there, and then we'll adjust what's going on up there. We're going to test here, so here we go. Let's make sure that this seals, because that's why there's still water going down. And it seems to be working, so let's see if it fills all the way. There are 2 settings on this. This is the bowl water. To have more water go in the bowl, we turn it that way for plus. And for less water in the bowl, we go that way. You want about 1 gallon of water in the bowl, according to the directions. And then this is the tank water. You turn it left if you want less. You turn it to the right if you want more, and that's how much it fills. It should be about 1/2 inch below the overflow pipe. So we're going to check that now too as well. There's also a water line right on the tank that kind of tells you where it should be. And that is about 1/2 inch, so we'll go by that. Yeah, I could use a little bit more water, but it's not that bad. It's almost close. And that looks about right on the bowl water. I can still hear it dripping though, so we're gonna have to adjust that till the drip stops. So that's our next step. And that's if you move it around a little bit, you might have a problem. You can hear those little drips there. That's gonna make it refill over time. You're gonna keep wasting water, but everything else looks good. So I'm gonna leave it that way. And that is how you replace a fill valve on a toilet. I'm waiting for a little repair on this overflow pipe. It got a little brittle and it broke. So I might be replacing that in my future, but we got the fill valve done and I'm seeing if I gotta seal it up. If not, I gotta take the whole top of the toilet off and replace that, which isn't that expensive, but it's just brittle from over 25 years of use. But that is how you replace a fill valve in a toilet. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please give us a thumbs up and push that subscribe button below. If you want to buy the Fluidmaster valve that we used in this video, I'll leave a link in the description below. We'll send you to Amazon. You can purchase your very own. Every purchase will help support the DIY channel. We appreciate all your support. Please leave comments below. And as always, have a great day. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.